Another Meldrick moment Extendo edition live. You seen the thing up there, the header, whatever. Oh, go Browns. Now let's get into it. Man, I was listening to, I don't know what I was listening to, but an ad popped up for Lexus. And, whatever, Lexus. But then they going to say at the end, for you, by you. And I got pissed. And then I remembered, don't nobody wear FUBU no more. But that's not the point. Stop stealing. Unless they ain't. I don't know. Maybe that dude, what's the dude? Damon, Damon, whatever, the bald head dude. He could have been in cahoots with that. I don't know. What am I getting mad about? Anyway, some Congressman Tim Burkett, and y'all know Mel Mose. I normally don't even care about the names, but I remember this one because this Tim Burkett dude said, "Never mind the aliens that's in the sky. It's aliens in the oceans right now, and it might not be that far off." Yeah, I know it's a distraction from some real stuff, but it's a fair distraction. Cause think about it, they got some stuff down there. Got 3 eyes, lights for teeth, arms, human ears. Like we don't know what's going on down there, just floating around. I saw something. It don't have a heart or a brain or something vital, and it's still alive. That's alien like. So he might be right, but I mean, we can talk about two things at once. Like, y'all really gonna give Charlie Kirk a holiday? Some dude tried to go through the Tampa airport with a skull and like a bunch of bones, and he had him wrapped in like loosely wrapped too, not even like tight. Like he just had him in some foil, like some last minute, like they was leftovers. Which you can't bring skull and bones through the airport like anyway, but especially loose. At least put them in a history museum bag. Pretend like they souvenirs. Do something. Shrink wrap them and put a fake price tag on them. But you can't just have them like in your luggage. Like, come on, man. They were just checking for regular stuff. Like, I don't know what people bring from islands, fruits, squirrels or whatever. But they like, come on, man. Like, what's this? You got a ritual? You got some type of ritual? What type of ritual you got going on to give you the foresight that you can't bring this shit through the airport? So a video game exec, 60 years, well, 57 to be exact. He got sentenced to 2 weeks because during the Palisades fire, he wanted to fly his own drone up in the air and see what's going on, get his own POV. Well, while he was doing that, he knocked the plane out of the air. And it was a small plane because it was just a Canadian firefighting plane. But he still messed up a bunch of shit. So now he got to pay and do his 2 weeks in jail. And in this purse, that's my lips. In this post Charlie Kirk America, the racism, they're not even hiding it no more. And this is a prime example. Because if this dude, come on, white man knocks a plane out of the air with a plane, 2 weeks in jail. Brown man, non-white man, knocks a plane out of the air with I don't know, another plane, bazooka. He on the FBI most wanted list. Make it make sense. Speaking of people in charge, the Oklahoma superintendent of schools was about to go to jail because on the Zoom meeting watching porn, and you can't do that. You can't do that as a superintendent. You can't do that as a regular intendant. You just can't be on Zoom watching porn. But luckily for him, he wasn't. They did a little more investigation. Turns out Jackie Chan movie had titty scene. So I'm sure he wasn't expecting a titty scene to pop up on a Jackie Chan movie. So he left it on during the Zoom meeting. The Jackie Chan movie. I mean, you expected some punches and some kicks. Not no, nipples and tits. There's a video going around of a dude who it's a mudslide coming, and he jump in his car to move the car, and it take him too long. Like it take them longer than it should because it's like a newer car, so it's probably a push start. So like, what are you doing? And then I realized he might be like me. You can't really pull off until you got your song ready. Houston, they just found a bunch of women in bayous, which is, I guess that's a very Houston thing to have a bayou. But that's beside the point. They got a serial killer in Houston, they think. And on top of that, they have like hundreds of thousands of new HIV and AIDS cases in just Houston. Like that sounds like the whole state of Texas. No, just Houston. So I don't know what's going on down there, but leave. And maybe it's connected. Maybe the serial killing is based on the AIDS. Because if you catch AIDS, you might want to kill somebody. This one dude was already in jail doing 20 years for like various charges: assault, theft, attempted murder, all type of charges. And I guess he decided that once he get out in 20 years, it ain't gonna be much for him to do. So his life is basically over. So what I have to lose to just get another 80 years added to my sentence? Because that's what happened. He threw some shit at a CO, and now they saying you gotta do life because not only is that assault, but that's assault on an hourly employee. You can't throw shit on somebody that got a lunch break. That dude in jail just like you is. I mean, he get to go home, but he still got to come right back. Circumcisions are down because parents said they just don't trust the doctors, which is not a medical thing. It's not like they, get a circumcision and then you get autism. And finally, the good news story of the week: an 89-year-old nursing home patient got murdered by her 95-year-old roommate. And it's like, I'm sure the 89-year-old didn't want to be in there too much longer. And the 95-year-old, she had dementia, so she didn't know what was going on. She probably thought she was making a salad. So what you going to do? Give her life? What was that, another 6 months? The good news is that's 2 less people in a nursing home.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Hello, motherfucker.